Roll call.
Danny,
Hello.
Danny Wiley,
Present.
Charlie Ramirez, Jonathan Laraga, Romeo Robles,
Present.
Rafael Munguia, Luis Madrigal, Andy Castro, and we do have Jonathan Laraga on virtual, so we have a quorum.
Okay. Okay, next item, public testimony. Anybody sign up for public
Mr. Chairman,
testimony? I'm
roll-
sorry, yeah.
yeah, point of order.
Excuse of
Yeah,
absent members.
I'll make a motion to excuse absentees.
I second the motion. Second it. Okay, all those in favor say aye. Raise your right hand.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Okay, the motion carries. Next item is the public testimony. Anybody signed up?
Yes, sir, we had one sign up, Emma Gonzalez.
Good afternoon. My name is Emma Gonzalez. I work for London Fruit. I represent London Fruit. I'm the food safety and food sorter of the company. We've been in business for 45 years, 40 years, but we've been in that place for 30. We employ 45 people right now, workers, but during the summer, we always, we employ more than 65 workers from the city of FAR. Now, we're strongly against the building of the wrecking company right next to our building, and that is because we would be especially contaminating our food safety. Gosh, uh, sorry. The wrecking, it will be next to our facility and will create contaminations due to the oil and junk that they will be creating, okay? And this will be leaving our food facility vulnerable to rats and harvest more other pests around us. We've been always in, we've been scoring 100% on food safety, and we want to continue that. Having a junk yard right next to our, it would bring a whole lot of new perspective, especially for the area that it was built for, which it was an industry. It changed. Now it's ranking. It would be a food safety. We have one of our companies, Bonafide, that is right in front. We're next to it, and believe me, it's not a good idea to have that right next to it.
Ms. Gonzalez,
safe.
your time is up.
Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you. Anyone else?
No,
Nobody
sir,
else?
that's it.
Okay. Next item is approval of minutes of April the 26th, 2021. I move to approve the minutes, Mr. Chairman. Okay,
Yeah, there's no other changes. I'll second.
okay. All those in favor, say aye. Raise your right hand.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Okay, the motion carries. Public hearing.
Good evening. My name is Anaisa Licerio, Planner 1 for the City of FAR. Tonight, we have 6 items for your recommendation. Item number 1, Universal Towing Inc. has filed with the Planning and Zoning Commission a request for a conditional use permit for outside storage in a planned unit development district, PUD. The property is legally described as being Olive Lot 24, FAR Las Milpas Industrial Park Subdivision, FAR Hidalgo County, Texas. The property's physical address is 9003 South Seguin Drive. The property is currently zoned Planned Unit Development District, PUD. The surrounding area is zoned Planned Unit Development District, PUD, to the north, south, and west, and Agriculture and/or Open Space District 80. This area is generally designated for industrial in the land use plan. Planning Division recommends approval of the conditional use permit Fire department and code compliance will have pending inspections once the building is erected and completed. At the time of inspection, the subject property was found vacant. 7 property owners were notified of the request by letter, and a legal notice was published in the Advance News Journal. Staff received 2 telephone calls in opposition of the item. Development Services is recommending approval of the request for a conditional use permit to allow the outside storage of materials and/or equipment in a planned unit development district, PUD. The applicant shall obtain a certificate of occupancy and meet all city department requirements prior to the issuance of the conditional use permit, as well as being subject to the following conditions set in the packet before you.
Applicant present.
We do have the applicant present.
Does the applicant have any comments at this time?
Would you like to say something? Okay.
No? Okay. Okay, this item requires a public hearing. Is there anybody from the affected area signed up to speak on this item?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we had one sign up, Jose Cuellar.
Okay.
Just say your name and your address before you. Can you take that? He wants to show you something. It's up to Mr. White.
Go ahead. Thank you. Go ahead and do your.
My name is Jose Cuellar. I am the property owner of lot 25 next to where the construction, the supposedly is going to
Get up
be.
closer to the mic, kind of.
Yeah, my name is Jose Cuellar. I'm on lot 25 next to the construction that's right now being processed. Supposedly, there's not supposed to be anything done yet, but it is being done, some preparations, which concerns to me that by doing that, he already has the permit. Because nobody's gonna buy something there to see if they get what they want. It's been bought, it's already under construction, very preliminary, very, very little, but it's being done. And that concerns me. It concerns me that something like that can turn into a junkyard. This is for picking up cars, doing a service for the city. But with time, they buy cars from out of state, they're junked or wrecked, and they get resold. That's not a wrecking service. And that concerns me. I'm the first one to build in that industrial park. It was designed to produce employment, bring in industry, bring jobs. And what I can see, there's already 2 or 3 more just like it inside the industrial park, which is lowering the values, and they're not producing what they're really supposed to be producing, or what it really is designed for. I've been there 40 years since it started. I don't think it's correct for what it was designed for. My respects to the person that wants to put his business there, it's fine.
Your time is
But I
up,
don't think
Mr.
it's-
Cuellar.
I don't think it's correct what it was designed for.
Thank you. Anybody else signed up?
No one else, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we'll close the public hearing. I open the item up to board discussion.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like the applicant to address a couple of questions that I have.
You would just say your name and your address before you speak.
Okay,
Okay.
it's, which is 9003, Seguin. Okay. What do you need to know?
Su nombre completo.
Oh, Jorge J. Terrazas.
All right.
I'm the president for Universal Towing. Thank you.
All right.
And we always meet compliance with the city of FAR. We had the property at 3301 North Cage. And we planning to follow city ordinance and city, okay?
Well, I have some questions for you. It's going to be a holding yard. It's going to be It's a towing company that you have.
It's a town company, yes.
Okay, now how long do you keep your vehicles there?
Less than 45 days. We don't keep those vehicles that long.
Okay,
It's only 45 days and
Okay.
they have,
so.
we don't collect them. We just sold this one that the only few left. So we will not have that many, like some of these companies that we have north of here, and I
Right.
don't like to press finger at that. They keep them for, I don't know for what, but
Yeah.
we don't work like that. I like
Okay.
to keep that property clean.
Right.
And what's his last name? He need to put a fence. When we working on a lot of mill blowing to the property, so
Right.
we're gonna have some issues with him. I don't have. I can put a fence. That's the requirements, and we'll follow up payment, holding pen, and we've done it before, and 3301, and okay.
Do you have contracts with who? To pick up vehicles? Are you called randomly by the city, county?
No, in case we'll eventually be open with the city of FAR, which not, they've been using me for like on the freeze and some of the posts, they will not respond.
Okay,
I come to help them. Right now, helping with those ambulances that you all bought and
Okay.
the contract costs and we have the right equipment. We
Okay.
have a new equipment.
all right.
And we're here to do business. That's about it. I don't like to upset anyone, my neighbors. I bought the 2 lots right next to him,
Okay.
and we'll be in compliance with the city.
Okay, all right. John, you have, anybody else have any questions?
Right now.
Okay, think we can go to executive session, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir. In accordance with chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, section 551.071 through 551.087, City of FAR Planning and Zoning Commission members hereby give notice that they must meet in closed session, executive session. Okay, time is 6:41 and we have returned from executive session and we'll continue with the board discussion. Any further discussion? Jonathan? None? Okay, we'll close the board discussion, open the floor for any motions. Yes? No? Wait a minute, Jonathan's saying something, we can't hear him. Hello? We can't hear you. Check. Can you hear us now, Jonathan?
Yes, John.
Okay. You don't have any question, any more discussion? All right. We still can't hear him.
Continue. Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay. Need a second? Second, okay, all those in favor say aye, raise your right hand. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Okay, the motion carries. Next item.
I just wanted to make it part of the record that the proposed use for the universal towing is for the outside storage for towing service. It's not for a salvage yard or a junkyard. If that ever becomes an issue, that would get reported to code compliance so that way we can go and visit for any violations. I do want the applicant to be aware as well, okay? Thank you.
Next item.
Item number 2, the Revenue Engineering has filed with the Planning and Zoning Commission a request for a change of zone from agricultural and/or open space district AO to limited industrial LI. Development Services recommending no action of the request to rezone from agricultural and/or open space district AO to limited industrial district LI. The applicant has withdrawn his request of the proposed change of zone to limited industrial. Item number 3, Edmundo Lozano, representing Boca Negra Investments LLC, owner, has filed with the Planning and Zoning Commission a request for a change of zone from residential multifamily high-density district RMFHD to general business district C in order to develop and construct a car lot. The subject site, which is located on the north side of West Park Avenue and physically located within the 700 to 720 block of West Park Avenue. The property is legally described as being 0.257 acres out of lots 22 and 23, Block 1, Eli Young Subdivision, FAR, Hidalgo County, Texas. The property fronts West Park Avenue, a 50 to 60 local street that runs east and west with a posted speed limit of 20 to 30 miles per hour as identified in the City of FAR's thoroughfare plan. The property is currently zoned residential multifamily high-density district RMFHD. On March 30th, 1982, the property and the properties to the north, south, east, and west were zoned General Business District C when the City of FAR adopted the zoning ordinance we use today. Later, on November 20th, 2012, the subject property was rezoned to residential multifamily high-density district RMFHD. There have been no other zoning requests within the general vicinity of the subject property since that time. The property is generally designated for single-family residential use in the land use plan. The general business district is established to provide adequate space and site diversification for most types of commercial development in the City of FAR. Larger shopping centers and most existing commercial strips along major arterials would be included in this district. The noise, traffic, litter, late night hours, and possible blighting influences require adequate buffering from residential areas, and the traffic from such uses should not pass through residential areas except on arterials or major collectors. 13 letters were mailed out to the surrounding property owners, and a legal notice was published in the Advance News Journal. Staff received no response to the letters or the legal notice. Development Services recommending approval of the request to rezone from residential multifamily high-density district RMFHD to general business district C, as the property meets area requirements and has adequate ingress and egress. The property is not currently compatible with the future land use. However, it is part of a bigger development that consists of the property to the north. The zoning will allow for reasonable use of the property, and granting the request results in equal treatment of similarly situated properties. If approved, the owner must comply with all city ordinances and city requirements. This item will go before the City Commission meeting of May 17, 2021 at 4 p.m. And we do have representation in the audience.
Does the applicant have any comments at this time?
¿Tienes comentarios? ¿Ya? Como usted gusta.
No? Yes?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Edmundo Lozano. My address is 1600 Tamarack Avenue, apartment 131, McAllen, Texas, 78501. Okay, I represent the investors that buy the lot, and the front is to 83 Business Avenue. And the new owner thing is only one lot. When I come into planning and zoning, the surprise is 5 lots included, and the recommendation for the City of FAR is do it as subdivision. We're working in that. And another surprise is the part of the back is residential, and the project is a lot for sells cars. And we need to do, the first step is all the area commercial. The next step is putting the proposed for the subdivision, only one big lot. This is our intention. And we want to do a very good project, commercial, but industrial, architectural, but see like more, more progress in the street, not the same like another lots of the cars. And we appreciate your authorization for that, and thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I have questions. So go ahead.
You open it for board discussion, you
Yeah,
can.
go ahead.
Okay, this item requires a public hearing. Is there anybody that lives in the affected area signed up to speak on this item?
No one in the affected area, Mr.
Okay,
Chairman.
we'll close the public hearing, open up the item for board discussion. Now, Charlie.
Mr. Chairman, can I redirect to,
Yes, sir,
Señor.
go ahead.
tengo unas preguntas.
Pásale para frente.
A sus órdenes, señor.
Sí, señor.
Sí, señor.
Carlos Ramírez para servir.
Mucho
Oye,
gusto, señor, a sus órdenes.
Las preguntas que tengo, my questions, sir, are they going to do any repairs on site?
No.
No.
Repairs, cars?
Like the vehicles that come
No,
in?
sir. No, sir. It's
just-
only, normally is buy cars and subastas, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And maybe only clear the motor.
yeah, clean,
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah,
clean
like
and prepare to clean.
manicures y manicure
Right,
y point to sell.
okay, so no repairs?
No, sir. No, never.
No storage of tires?
No, 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 no,
Okay,
no. It's only cars for sale.
okay.
Yes.
I can't think of anything else.
Robles? None? Jonathan? None? Okay, thank you, sir.
My only concern
Yes,
is,
sir.
this is where the business is close to the,
Residential?
Oh, well,
so you're gonna be working with them to be sure that everything is done, and doesn't hurt the other business?
With,
the residential and the part of the back is apartments.
Right.
We know. And
Okay.
normally the lot is the fence. Everything is with fence
okay,
and not putting in any car or all cars are putting, outside. Nothing.
So you don't see them, your business hurting the other business?
No, no, no. So it's we want to do, all the big lot is only one lot. This is the intention to do it, the subdivision. Because it's only one business for all the area.
okay,
Thank you, sir.
okay.
Okay. No more discussion?
No.
Jonathan? None? Okay. We close the board discussion, open up the floor for motion.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion for approval.
Okay, need a second.
I'll second it,
Second.
Mr. Chairman.
Jonathan made the second. Okay, all those in favor say aye, raise your right hand.
Aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Okay, the motion carries. Next item.
Item number 4. Calvary Christian Ministries of South Texas, Inc. has filed with the Planning and Zoning Commission a request for a life of the use conditional use permit for a church in the General Business District C. The property is legally described as being 3.1542 acres out of Lot 1, Adventure Plaza subdivision, FAR Hidalgo County, Texas. The property's physical address is 1700 North Jackson Road. The property is currently zoned General Business District C. The surrounding area is zoned General Business District C to the south and a portion to the north, Heavy Commercial District HC to the east and a portion to the north and south, and the city limits lie to the west. The area is generally designated for public, semi-public use in the land use plan. Fire Department, Code Compliance, and Planning Division recommend approval of the conditional use permit. 22 surrounding property owners were notified of the request by letter, and a legal notice was published in the Advanced News Journal. Staff received no response to the letter or legal notice. Development Services is recommending approval of the request for life of the use conditional use permit to allow a church in a general business district C. If approved, this item must comply with the following conditions set in the packet before you. This item will go before the City Commission meeting of May 17, 2021 at 4 p.m. And we do have the applicant here.
Does the applicant have any comments at this time?
Do you have any comments?
No?
No, sir.
Okay. This item requires a public hearing. Is there anybody in the affected area signed up to speak on this item?
No one in the affected area, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we'll close the public hearing, open the item up to board discussion. Questions? Comments? None? Okay, we'll close the board discussion, open up the floor for any motions.
Mr. Chairman, this is Jonathan. I will make a motion.
Second?
Sorry, second. Okay, all those in favor say aye, raise your right hand.
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Okay, the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 5, the FAR Oratory of St. Philip Neri School System has filed with the Planning and Zoning Commission a request for the life of the use conditional use permit to allow an institutional use religious education Catholic school in a single-family residential district R1. The property is legally described as being 0.361 acres out of Lot 1, St. Jude Church Subdivision, FAR, Hidalgo County, Texas. The property's physical address is 505 South Ironwood Street. The property is currently zoned Single-Family Residential District R1. The surrounding area is zoned Single-Family Residential District R1 to the north, east, south, and west. The area is generally designated for public, semi-public use in the land use plan. Fire recommends approval of the conditional use permit. Code compliance is pending reinspection of the conditional use permit, and planning recommend approval of the conditional use permit. 10 surrounding property owners were notified of the request by letter, and a legal notice was published in the Advanced News Journal. Staff received 1 phone call for information only. Development Services is recommending approval of the request for the life of the use conditional use permit to allow an institutional use religious education Catholic school in a single-family residential district R1. If approved, this item must comply with the following conditions set in the packet before you. This item will go to the City Commission meeting of May 17, 2021 at 4 p.m. And we do have representation.
Okay, does the applicant have any comments at this time? No. Okay, thank you.
No, sir.
This item requires a public hearing. Is there anybody from the affected area signed up to speak on this item?
No one in the affected area, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we'll close the public hearing, open up the item to board discussion. Discussion? None? Okay, we'll close the board discussion, open the floor for motion.
Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve.
I second it.
You second it? Okay, all those in favor say aye, raise your right hand.
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Okay, motion carries.
Item number 6, Velk Ventures doing business as Altamar Seafood Bar has filed with the Planning and Zoning Commission a request for a conditional use permit to allow the sale of alcoholic beverages for on-premise consumption in a general business district C. The property is legally described as being 0.092 acres, more or less, out of Lot 1, Spammer Business Park Subdivision, FAR, Hidalgo County, Texas. The property's physical address is 8001 South Jackson Road, Suite 1 and 2. The property is currently zoned Limited Industrial District LI. The surrounding area is zoned Limited Industrial District LI to the north, south, and east, and the city limits lie to the west. The area is generally designated for commercial use in the land use plan. Police and planning recommend approval of the conditional use permit. Fire department, code compliance, and health division are pending inspection. Please note the pending inspections from fire department, health, and code compliance will be conducted once the building renovation is complete. Hours of operation will be from Sunday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. 9 surrounding property owners were notified of the request by letter, and a legal notice was published in the Advanced News Journal. Staff received no response to the letters or the legal notice. Development Services is recommending approval of the conditional use permit to allow the sale of alcoholic beverages for on-premise consumption in a general business district C, subject to applicant and site being in compliance with all city ordinances and city department requirements. This item will go before the City Commission meeting of May 17, 2021 at 4 p.m. And we do have representation.
Okay, the applicant have any comments? None? Okay, this item requires a public hearing. Is there anybody in the affected area signed up to speak on this item?
No one, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we'll close the public hearing, open the board up, open the item up to board discussion. No discussion? Okay, we'll close the board discussion, open the floor for motion.
Chairman, I'll make a motion for approval.
Second.
I'll second, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Jonathan seconded. I can't hear him, but he did second it. Okay, all those in favor, say aye. Raise your right hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, all those opposed, same sign. Okay, the motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Commissioners. For the record, my name is Heriberto Martinez, Planner 2 for the City of FAR. Tonight, we only have one item for your recommendation. Applicant, Rio Delta Engineering, representing Joseph William Holland. Owner is requesting preliminary plat approval of the proposed Jackson and Warren subdivision. The property is legally described as being a 10.83 acre tract of land out of Lot 7, Block 6, A.J. McCall subdivision, FAR, Hidalgo County, Texas. The property is located within the 900 block of North Jackson Road. The property is currently zoned General Business District C. The adjacent zones are General Business District C and Heavy Commercial District HC to the north, General Business District C to the east, Heavy Commercial District HC to the south, and city limits to the west. The property is designated for industrial use in the land use plan. Property proposed use, retail and warehouse variances, none requested. Development Services recommends preliminary plat approval of the proposed Jackson and Warren subdivision, subject to the following conditions set before you. And we don't have any representation in the audience.
Okay, this item does not require a public hearing, so we'll open up the item to board discussion. No discussion? Okay, we close the board discussion. Open up the floor for any motions.
Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve.
I second it.
Second, okay, all those in favor, say aye. Raise your right hand. Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The motion carries.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Okay. Announcement and other businesses?
No new business, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, I'd like to say something that this setup of remote isn't working at all. This is the second time we've had this problem.
Yes, sir, that's what we were discussing just now. So
Since
we
we're right
will
at,
revisit.
4 to have a quorum, it's gonna be a big problem, so.
Yes, it's been noted.
Okay. Only one item
Mr.
left.
Chairman,
Yes,
I
sir.
move to adjourn.
Second?
Second, all those in favor, say aye and raise your right hand.
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Okay. Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you.